ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues and delegates, I have now the pleasure to introduce a very special guest whom we are very pleased to have with us. It's the photographer Yann Arthus Bertrand. He discovered photography while he was in Kenya doing a scientific study research on lions and their behavior. For 3 years, he followed the same family of lions, and he realized suddenly he could express his observations better through photography than in writing, and that's how he became a photographer. He himself says that the lions were his first teachers in photography. At the UN Rio summit in 1992, he decided he should do something to raise awareness on the state of our planet, and he started embarking on a new project, Take Aerial Photos of the Earth. Why photos from the sky? Because it gives you the necessary room to move back, observe, and reflect. And for this work from the sky, he based all his pictures on the work of the scientists. He made a book with all these pictures called La Terre vue au ciel, or in English, Planet Earth from the Sky, and was surprised to see that it had become a world bestseller. More than 3 million copies were sold. That's more than any other photography book ever. To reach more and more people, he then created a new concept, having open air and free photo exhibitions for all to see. They toured all around the world, and his pictures were seen by more than 200,000 people all around the world. And I must say, I personally consider me very lucky because I had the chance to see these exhibitions already 3 times in my life. And I was very, very much impressed, and my desire was from then onwards to ask Monsieur Yann Arthus Bertrand to do something together with the IPCC. So today, Yann Arthus Bertrand is with us, and he also is happy to be back in the BFM, where he gave his very first presentation in the year 2000, 8 years ago. This time it's for him to pay tribute to scientists of the IPCC who inspired his work. He's going to show us a preview of a film on the state of our planet called Home, which will be released free of charge and free for all to see all over the world, hopefully to celebrate the World Environment Day next year, June the 5th, 2009. Monsieur Yann Arthus Bertrand, may I welcome you to the IPCC, and the stage is yours. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Dear friend, I don't know you, but I work very often with you. With my photograph, I put some figure of your work. So we work together, you don't know that. And all your numbers are in my captions. This was in New Caledonia, a little bit a symbol of my work, love. Love is really a good, sustainable energy. We don't use enough, I think so. And you think so, huh? And this we speak about mangrove. I will speak only to my picture because the numbers speak by themselves. Every time I show pictures, I show a number like that. This was in Bangladesh, on the biggest flood some years ago. This is a picture done some months ago in Alberta in Canada, oil sand. There's a reject of the factory. They put again in the sand. That is a solar factory, solar plant. You have some people walking in the middle. You know, sometimes I try to put somebody in my picture, people understand what is it. So we have the scale of the people, and it's blue because of the sky. They were working on the plants, and the plants, the mirror, were looking at the sky. This was done 2 months ago. It's the Northwest Passage in Canada. Amazing landscape. Iceland, city of bird, no rock. This is in Japan. Easter Island, erosion. Nigeria, Lagos. We live one of the poorest people in the world, on one of the richest countries in the world of oil. Where is the problem? Katrina, hurricane. This in Greenland, an iceberg sculpted by the wind. All these pictures, if you need for your work, we're very happy to give you. If you need for a talk, free of charge. It's one of the biggest greenhouse farm, Almeria in Spain, quite spectacular. The figure also is spectacular. Senegal, fishermen. Baikal Lake, on last winter, and you can see the crack, the power of the ice. It was amazing, amazing landscape, beautiful, with people fishing in the ice. You know this number, Forest. Sorry to show you this number again. Corals in New Caledonia, coral reef. A factory in Korea. Sudan, refugee camp. Big tanker, 2 billion of barrels inside, and we use every day 86 millions of barrels. Everest, Himalaya. This is a deforestation in Borneo for oil plant. I was amazed when I been there some months ago to see the different. Well, I was there 10 years ago. This is an enormous difference. Big deforestation, enormous. Feedlot in America, cow factory. This is your numbers. Nuclear plants in France. A small village in Mali, beautiful place. I stayed there for one night. A lot of friends there. Roissy Airport. This is one of the last pictures, and Kilimanjaro, last year. I have to say, when I was flying, I used to live in Kenya, I used to see the Kili often, and to see the Kili like that was really something very sad. That's the ice melting on the top of Greenland last year. Dam in Dakar. You know the city, I'm sure. Venice. Copenhagen. And 4 years ago, I found Good Planet. Good Planet is an NGO, and we work on the field of
capitalism.
We do a sensibilization program, like poster in all the schools in France. We send every year 1,500,000 posters in 70,000 schools. But mainly, we do also climate change mitigation program with actioncarbone.org. We work on 15 projects funded in 10 countries, always with NGO. We finance renewable energy with biogas, green charcoal, and reforestation. And I'm very proud to announce that Air France, the French airline, gave us 5 million euros to protect 500,000 hectares in Madagascar. Thousands of local people will benefit from this project. It's a very holistic project done with the WWF. It consists in transfer of responsibility of land to local community, reforestation, and help to the local people for a better agriculture practice. This project will avoid the emission of millions of tons of CO2. For me, it's really an exemplary of project easily reproducible all around the world. For 2 years now, I'm working on a new project. It's a movie. The name of this movie is Home. I'm sure you know, we work with Lester Brown. I'm sure you know him. And Luc Besson, who's a producer. And this movie is really a special movie because we got a mécène. So we're going to try to show the beauty of the planet, the piece of art of our living planet. Because I think the politics can do nothing without the citizen. Because often we know, but we don't believe. And also we want to share our convictions that it's too late to be pessimistic.